if you know me in real life, you might know that I participated in a sober January this year. Well, it was a mostly almost sober January. I'm gonna share a little bit more about my experience with that. So, this is my third time doing a sober January. The first time was probably like maybe 5-ish years ago when I was living in Harrisonburg, and then the second time was last January, and then now I'm doing it again this year. And I feel like each year I have kind of learned some different things about my drinking patterns and habits. And basically, the reason I do it is to kind of reevaluate and reset at the beginning of the year and try to make sure that I'm having the healthiest habits as possible. So whenever I was living in Harrisonburg, I was going out like a lot because I was playing roller derby, and then we'd go out after practice and like after bouts and all this stuff. So I was just like, I need to reset and not drink as much. And then last year, and kind of similarly to this year, I drink more at home now, where I'm just like casually hanging out with my roommates and, you know, drinking some wine. So those are definitely two different habits to notice. And then here are some things that I really enjoyed from this year that was a little bit different from past years. So this year for Sober January, I went on some dates sober, which was really weird and intimidating at first. I was like, whoa, because like usually like first dates and like whatever, it's like, oh, let's go get a drink at a bar or whatever. And so this is something that I think moving forward in my life I would like to do more of, like sober initial dating, so that I'm not making bad choices and I'm not like, I don't know, convincing myself I'm more into someone because I've had a couple of beers or margaritas, you know? And then it'll make for more exciting dates because we're not just gonna go sit at a bar and drink some local IPAs. I don't know. And then I went to the JMU playoff game, which is a situation where typically I would tailgate and do all this stuff, but it was actually really fun to be sober at the game. What? Shocking, I know. Like, so those are the two that were pretty early on in my sober January experience, and I really liked having that perspective, and that's something that I would like to keep in mind for the future. And then, so I say mostly sober January because I did cheat a handful-ish of times. So I made it all the way to January 16th, and then I was like, it's the halfway point, and I want to drink some wine while watching The Bachelor. So I did. Like, I think that there are many ways to succeed at sober January, and just doing it and having that thought in your brain to be like, do I really want to drink this wine right now? And then you're like, yeah, because Nick is boring and it's The Bachelor and like they're all drinking wine and you feel like you want to drink wine too. Totally, I feel good about that decision. And then another time, a few of the local bars were donating money to Planned Parenthood on Inauguration Day, so I was like, heck yeah, I'm gonna go drink a margarita on this day because it's going to a good cause. And then I just kind of gave up at the end of the month a couple of days ago, a few days early. We had a game night here, drank a couple of Tecates, and it was great. And then I went out for a friend's birthday, so I was like, you know what, I made it this far, I feel good about it. I think that it's gonna really help me moving forward, and it just like, you know, I wasn't hungover at all in January, which is a beautiful thing. I really would like to prevent that from happening the rest of the year. No hangovers in 2017, that would be great, and I have more energy and, you know, you just do more stuff. So overall, I feel really good about sober January, or mostly sober January, whatever. And if you're thinking about doing it, you can do it any month. You could do it for like, you know, whatever amount of time, but I really like January because you're coming off of like the holidays and there's always like, you know, a lot of drinking at like Thanksgiving and Christmas and New Year's, and it's just like your body needs a break and it's like a good reset for the year. So, you know, that's something to think about, and you could do it anytime, but whatever. I'm gonna continue to drink this wine and then watch The Bachelor tonight, so cheers.